Please be advised this podcast features AI cloned voices created with human oversight. All content is reviewed by experts for accuracy and relevance. Welcome to the IADS Retail Park. I'm Maya, and today we're exploring one of retail's most anticipated comebacks, La Samaritaine's grand reopening after 16 years of silence.
And I'm Christine Montard, Head of Markets and Events at the International Association of Department Stores. Having closely followed this transformation since its inception, I'm excited to share exclusive insights from our 2021 analysis of this project.
Christine, let's start with the sheer scale of this project. We're talking about an investment between 750 million euros and 1 billion euros. What made this reopening so significant?
You know, La Samaritaine has such an interesting story. It was founded in 1870 by Ernest Cognac and his wife Marie-Louise J., marking the golden age of department stores. They were real pioneers, introducing fixed prices, transparent pricing information, and the chance for customers to try on clothes. By 1932, they had expanded to 4 buildings in a prime location in Paris.
And then LVMH entered the picture.
Yes, that's right. Basically, after acquiring Le Bon Marché in 1984, LVMH bought La Samaritaine in 2000. Here's what's interesting. They took a completely different approach from Le Bon Marché. La Samaritaine would be managed by DFS, LVMH's Hong Kong-based duty-free shopping division.
That's a cool strategy. What was the idea behind that decision?
The DFS strategy was bold and targeted. Before COVID, Chinese tourists alone spent over 1 billion euros in Paris tourism revenue in 2019. The average spending was 1,128 euros per day per person. DFS, with their deep understanding of Asian consumers, saw La Samaritaine as their gateway to European luxury retail.
But then big, bad COVID changed everything.
Yes, that's exactly right, Maya. The original plan expected tourists to account for half of the store's customers. Bernard Arnault's perspective on this is interesting. He said, "We've waited 15 years, an extra year won't make much difference. This long-term vision is crucial to understanding the project."
Let's take our listeners inside the store. What makes it unique?
The transformation is impressive. We are looking at 70,000 square meters divided among different functions. The retail space itself only covers 20,000 square meters, which is significantly smaller than competitors like Galeries Lafayette Haussmann, for instance.
That's quite a difference in size. How does this affect the offering?
They've made some bold choices. Unlike traditional department stores, there's no kidswear, no homeware, no groceries. Instead, they focused exclusively on fashion and beauty. The store is essentially split into two distinct worlds, luxury on the Pont Neuf side and streetwear on the Rue de Rivoli side.
I understand the beauty department is particularly impressive.
Ah, yes, it's the crown jewel, 3,400 square meters, making it the largest in continental Europe. What's innovative is that most beauty assistants are La Samaritaine staff, not brand representatives. They've created a hybrid between traditional department store service and Sephora-style self-service.
And the services go beyond traditional retail, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. They've introduced what they call Make My Day experiences, ranging from 2.5-hour store immersions to full-day pampering sessions. There's also an interesting, very important person service called L'Appartement, where stylists will even visit customers at home.
Let's discuss the current challenges. How is La Samaritana adapting its strategy given the changed retail landscape?
This is the point that really stands out, Maya. Their loyalty program provides valuable insights. When you sign up in store, you receive a DFS loyalty card along with emails about what's happening in Hong Kong. This clearly shows that they are committed to maintaining their international strategy, even if only for the time being.
That must be quite confusing for local customers.
Totally. And this really backs up one of our main points at IADS. The store isn't really aimed at locals. Right now, the marketing has a big Paris vibe, showcasing real employees, but the core idea is still all about catering to luxury shoppers from around the world.
How does this positioning compare with other Parisian department stores?
The competitive landscape is quite challenging. Galerie Lafayette Champs-Élysées opened in 2019 with results below expectations. Printemps recently changed its management and its strategy. La Samaritaine is entering a market that's still recovering from multiple challenges like the Gilets jaunes movement, strikes, and of course, COVID.
What about the location strategy?
That's definitely crucial. It's all about location. The Rue de Rivoli area, while historic, isn't traditionally associated with luxury shopping. It's becoming more pedestrian friendly, which changes the dynamic. Our analysis suggests this might affect the ability to attract high spending local customers.
Before we look to the future, Christine, there's an important update our listeners should know about.
For sure, this is key information. While we are focused on the launch strategy from 2021, there's been a big change by March 2025. La Samaritaine is no longer managed by DFS. It's actually been combined with Le Bon Marché under a new division that Patrice Wagner is leading.
That's a bit of a strategic shift from what we've been discussing.
I completely agree. This change is a really smart move for LVMH. By shifting Allée Samaritain's focus away from mainly attracting Chinese tourists, they're opening the doors to a much broader audience. It really highlights how important it is for retail strategies to adapt as the market evolves. Such an exciting time for retail.
What are the key success factors you're watching?
We've identified several critical elements. The beauty department could be their strongest asset for local customers. Food concepts are extensive for the store size. 12 vendors, including unique offerings like €15 caviar sandwiches. The absence of e commerce is notable, and art and culture integration, including the Perrotin Gallery pop up.
Looking ahead, what's your outlook for La Samaritaine?
From our IDS perspective, success will depend on three factors. One, the timeline for international tourism recovery. Two, their ability to maintain luxury positioning while attracting younger customers. And finally, the evolution of the Rue de Rivoli area as a luxury destination.
Any final thoughts for our retail professional listeners?
La Samaritaine represents more than just a store reopening. It's a bet on the future of luxury retail. While the short term challenges are significant, LVMH's long term vision and substantial investment suggest confidence in the eventual return of international luxury shopping to Paris.
Well, we have come to the end of today's episode, folks. Thanks for joining me today, Christine.
Of course, Maya, thank you for having me.
And I want to give a big thank you to our listeners for joining us on this adventure through the IADS Retail Park. We hope you enjoyed today's chat. If you did, it would be awesome if you could subscribe and give us a rating on your favorite platform. And don't forget to share this episode with your team. Sharing is caring, right? For even more fun updates and in depth discussions, check us out on LinkedIn and Substack. We can't wait to catch up with you on the next episode.